Hello, dear friends. Namaskar. Finally, we are on day 7, and we shall be exploring complete ease as you are. I think that's a fitting theme to conclude these 7 days of our exploration into open presence. Being completely at ease as you are. It's not something to be achieved, but something that already is in your very presence. Awareness is unassailable. The nature of knowing, of luminosity, of emptiness, means awareness is as it is, unaffected by whatever experiences occur within it. An experience can be pleasant or unpleasant, beautiful or ugly, labeled as good or bad. But regardless of all these discriminations and judgments, awareness, like space, remains unaffected. Just like the sky is never affected by the clouds that pass through it. Clouds can have many shapes and sizes, different colors, different degrees of density. But no matter how varied, how thick clouds might be, the sky, the space remains unstained, undisturbed, unassailed. And space remains dimensionless, without any boundary that can be discerned. So in this regard, open presence, that is your dimensionless awareness, that is who you are, yet without any self-making or me-making, is primordially free, primordially pure. It's free of any stain of inherent autonomous existence. It's pure of any standalone self-powered inherent existence. Whether in stillness or in dynamism, open presence, primordially pure. At the same time, open presence is spontaneously manifest. Even in its primordial purity and freedom from inherency, there is unlimited space for everything to appear. All experiences can be manifest. All appearances, all forms, sounds, colors, smells, shapes, taste, touch, ideas and feelings can appear and manifest spontaneously within open presence, within unborn awareness. There is no cause and effect to speak of in unborn awareness, in open presence, because itself is free of any dimension, free of any space and time. Speaking of cause and effect comes into play only within space and time. when awareness is somewhat obscured and made into finite, localized mind, where there is a seemingly concrete sense of self and boundary. So within that bounds of space and time, in that condensed and contracted state of awareness, we can speak of cause and effect within that realm. But awareness in its own essential nature, dimensionless and free, open yet present, is free of any discourse and limitation, time and space. That is why when one recognizes this presence, this awareness, and abides therein, all experiences that take place as a dynamic effulgent play of awareness are considered spontaneous. That's why it's a effulgent play, suggesting playfulness, a blissful sport. A Sanskrit word I like to use that is found in ancient texts is lila, playful sport, a cosmic play. Cosmic because this awareness, this open presence, has no parameter of size, shape, height, or depth. A bottomless, endless cosmicity of open presence. Having said that, we are speaking of awareness as an experiencing, knowing, awareing, consciously conscious mode of experience. We are not delving into any talk of what truly exists outside awareness, or whether awareness is metaphysically infinite or not. What I'm saying is simply that the experience of experiencing knowingness, awareness, has no boundary. Now, being our natural nature, when one abides in open presence, there is a natural ease, a natural peace, a natural equanimity, which is why in the midst of everyday life, one can be completely at ease. The moment you find that there's tension, there's anxiety or fear or anguish or suffering, that's an indication that awareness in its fluid, unlimited state has become condensed and contracted into some local fixated identity. And because of this local fixated identity, this selfing, then there's automatically then an othering. So there's separation and duality between you, the self that needs to be defended against, and other, whether it be other things, other people, other places, other environments, perceived and conceived and experienced as somehow inherently fixatedly separate, cut off from you. And in that opposition, there is a lack of ease, a lack of equanimity. There's a lot of reactivity and afflictive emotions, and thus suffering. But when one recognizes this, in that very moment, immediately, one can simply step out of that reactivity and enter into the open presence that is already there within every experience, even the experience of suffering. Suffering itself is no hindrance to the freedom, the ease of open presence. Unborn awareness, remember who you are, not what you do. As long as you remember that, immediately you can recognize and abide and enter into and rest in that open presence in its essential stillness and in its effulgent display. And in that sweet, blissful flow is complete ease as you are. In that very instant, the lining between suffering and peace is dissolved. What the ancient Buddhists call samsara instantly manifests as nirvana. So, dear friends, let us take heart in this most affirming, this most illuminating truth of our awareness, our inborn, unborn, uncreated, or should I say unconditioned, I beg your pardon, unconditioned awareness. Letting it be your default mode of experiencing, whether you are engaged in an activity or not, relating to someone or not, working or resting, eating or drinking. Awaken that awareness within each and every moment of experience and activity. In that way, you can relate to someone deeply. You can listen without holding on to preconceptions, and you can listen patiently, openly, while being inwardly at ease, calm, equanimous. And that spacious attitude and presence that you show to another human being is love. Love in the sense of allowing the other person to be as they are, allowing yourself to be as you are. And within that space, there's a connection beyond words, beyond separation of limited identities. There's only a seamless, shared openness and presence. It will be wonderful when we relate to each other in this way within our own family, within our circle of friends, and wider still within our community and society. In these times of division, violence, fracture, where race and gender and religion become sources of conflict and suffering, it is never more urgent or important to realize and recognize our shared being in unborn awareness, in open presence. This is the time, this is the place to wake up beyond suffering, beyond conflict, into the unborn freedom of our spiritual being, our awareness. Let us engage fruitfully in this and share this realization, this joy, this love with one another, and together help co-create this world anew. Not by self-performative effort, but by an unforced, restful abidance in the exquisite rhythms of grace. Thank you, dear friends. I've enjoyed sharing this time with you. Thank you for being with me and engaging in these explorations with me over the past 7 days. At Aware Zen, we are deeply honored to be able to share this work with everyone, all of you. So I look forward to meeting you and connecting with you further in our satsangs, our retreats, our events, our courses, which are all offered free as a gift of the Spirit. And we thank you for your support. We thank you for your patronage of Aware Zen. Namaskar. Be blessed, be enlightened, be whole, be free. Thank you.